Hi guys, it's Ruthie, your Mystery Guest 1948, and welcome to my week 52 or 1 year post-op SADI-S or Loop-DS video. Hi, welcome. Yeah, if you're new here, my name is Ruthie. I am 5'7" tall. I'm 36 years old. I'm a single mom and I live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. On December 11th of 2017, I had the Loop-DS or SADI-S bariatric procedure with Dr. Curtis Peary at Sanford Health here in Sioux Falls. My highest weight was 375 pounds in July of 2016. On the day of surgery, I was 319.4 pounds. Last month, I weighed in at 219.2 on the 11th of November, and today, the 11th of December in 2018, I weighed in at 212.2 pounds. That is a loss since last month of 7 pounds, which is awesome. A overall loss of 162.8 pounds, and since surgery of 107.2. So I am extremely pleased. Extremely pleased. This has been the craziest year, oh my word, of self-discovery and, shedding off previous relationship and embracing what life looks like now and just starting to really live life again. And then with the loss of my dad and how that shook me up and how I work with that and work to process that on a daily basis. And yeah, what a year. 2018 both really sucked and needs to just be done, and was also really amazing. And I'm sure it's like that for everyone and every year. There's always goods and bads in it, and this is no different. It just happened to be a little bit more momentous, it seemed. But one thing I wanted to share is that officially at this 1 year point, I have lost 75% of my excess body weight from my highest weight. Also, I took my inches. I take my inches once a month starting on the day of surgery. And since the day of surgery, I have actually lost 115 inches in total. That's over 9.5 feet over the places that I measure on my body. 9.5 feet. There was that many inches to get rid of. And I measure like my hips, my waist, my abdomen, where my under boob roll is, my breasts, my thighs, calves, arms, and neck. Yeah, this last month actually had quite a few inches lost. 7.5 inches this last month, which is crazy. Yeah, it just blows my mind the amount of changes in my body. I mean, now I do struggle with the loose skin, and I do want to do something to help that eventually someday, but not for a while. I had my year post-op appointment today, and they're very pleased with everything. They say all my vitamins look good, my vitals look good, my diet looks good, everything's good. They're very impressed with how much weight I've lost. They're super excited about the running. Or maybe they're just reflecting back to me my excitement, but they seemed excited. And yeah, we're just really super proud of my progress and encourage me to just continue on the path, and that in about a year, if I want a plastics consult, they would set that up for me. So who knows? Maybe. Ah, yeah, gosh. I was thinking back on this last year, and obviously, and there were several things obviously that stuck out to me, but I wanted to share like my top 3 NSVs, just for kicks. I'd say over this last year I have 3 definite number ones, so they're kind of all tie. Number 1, of course, is going down the slide for the first time with my son Keegan. The year before, I can't believe I'm getting emotional now, but the year before, in 2017, he had asked me on a few occasions to play with him on the playground equipment at the park. And there was no way I was fitting on the playground equipment at, almost 375 pounds still at that point. And so to be able to go up there and go down the slide with him was one of those things that just lit up my heart. And yeah, I'd say that that takes a huge, yeah, that's a big bright spot in this whole process. Is like, you know what, I couldn't do this with my son last year. And this year, because of the changes that I've made and because I made the choice to have this surgery, this year I can do that with him and I can bond with him over that. And that is the best thing ever. So there's that one. Had to mention that one. And number 2 is running. The fact that I can run it all and doing the 5K. Actually, this shirt that I'm wearing is my Jingle Bell Run 5K t-shirt, which I really like. It's very Christmassy. This was the second 5K I did. And being able to run that entire time in a, I mean, not a fast pace, but at a, you know, reasonable pace. I wasn't like the slowest person ever. It just wasn't very fast. And that will always stick out to me as one of the greatest feelings in the world, that knowing that even at still over 200 pounds, I can run and I can participate in these events that are fitness related. Who knew? Yeah. And number 3, and this kind of just is in general, across the board, but is the ability to go anywhere and not worry if I will fit in a chair, if I'll break something, if I will be the fattest person there. That fat anxiety isn't so prevalent anymore. And that is huge for me. Huge. Because there was always that concern. And it was a valid concern because there were several times in my life where I would go to sit down and I kind of questioned, but didn't want to be awkward and be like, oh, I'll just stand. But I should have, because I couldn't fit. And I was left with bruises and, oh. So those are my top 3. So thought I'd share that. There are so many more though. I mean, just, yeah, there's so many. And I'm grateful for all of them. But yeah, one of them obviously that I incorporate in my daily life is the running. I still do that. Last week when I came to you, I mentioned wanting to join a virtual race, which I did. It's called Yes.fit, the Mark Twain race. It's, I think, $23. But there's a discount you can get if you use this link. I'll put a link below to it if you're interested in participating with me. It's 21 miles, and my goal is to do that by the end of the year in running, during exercise. Like, you can connect it to your Fitbit and it can just track all your activity. If you go the amount of steps, that would equal 21 miles, whatever. Or you can do cycling or walking or anything. But I just thought, here's a challenge. Let's see if we can get this many miles of fitness-related activity in by the end of the year. So if you want to join, links below. I'll put my email below too, the email that I signed up to for the race with, so that if you want to connect with me on there, you certainly can. Just offering that out there. But yeah, I'll probably do a few of those virtual races. I do want to do one for New Year's. I want to do a virtual 5K to test my 5K speed at the beginning of the year, kind of track it. I'll probably do like one, at least one a month if there's not one in town. Do a virtual one just for fun. And you get little prizes and stuff. It's cool. So yeah, gosh, I feel like I should have more to say and more to tell you and more advice to give or something. But really, I do what's been working for me. And what's been working for me is to exercise and to eat moderately throughout the week, very moderately, pretty strictly, and then on the weekends, allow myself more freedom to eat pretty much what I want. But yeah, and it seems to be working, and it keeps me sane. That's a big thing for me. So, if you guys have any questions or want to connect, need some support, feel free to reach out. I am on Instagram as well, of course, which is always linked below. And yeah, what a crazy year. What a crazy year, like for real. I'll try and insert some pictures here at the end to celebrate the transformation because it has been a crazy wonderful one, and I am so happy that I have gotten to connect with all of you guys. You mean so much to me. Just being able to connect with you in here and listen to your stories and your frustrations and your head games that you deal with. And yeah, it's been pretty awesome. So I guess that's really all I have to share for this 1 year. I know it's nothing spectacular, nothing super special, but it's just taking a moment to celebrate that a year ago today, my life was a turning point for me with my body, and I just plan on keeping on. So with that, I will talk to you next time, guys. Bye.